Hi everyone, Rhonda Lee here, and thanks for joining me for another Scrappy Happy Hour. Today I'm really excited to bring you this project, this journal I made, because I made it for Miss Angie. And I know I've been gone a while and it's taken me a long time to make this. Seems I get slower and slower in my crafting as I get older and older. But anyhow, it's done and I'm excited to show it to you. And if you're seeing this video now, then Angie has already received it. I am going to be rushing it to the post office as soon as I'm done with the video. And so you're seeing this after she's received it then. Hi Angie! So anyways, grab your favorite libation. And I'm having a real honest-to-God lemon drop today because my lime tree, I'm waiting for it to grow more limes, and so my friend brought me some lemons. So that's what I'm having here, and it's been sitting here getting chilled. So, very good. So I'm gonna move everything. Now. But first I'm going to say cheers. Refreshing. It's so hot in my garage right now. So let me put this aside. Of course there's no free space aside. There we go. Far out of reach. So now I got a nice wet spot there, so I'm going to move the camera over as much as I can without pulling my battery cord. Okay, well, I'll just stay away from the wet spot. Stay away from the wet spot! Okay, so here it is. Angie requested to me if I could possibly make a journal with the Letters to Rose download digikit, which I did. That's by Nectar's Creations, Nectaria. Hi Nectaria, if you're watching this. And I went a step further. I had already owned her very first digital kit, Memoirs, so I added that with it because it matched perfectly. So, and that might be why it came out so thick. I really tried to keep it skinny, but I think it just is impossible. So anyways, I made it with a clasp envelope. The typical size, I forget what that is now. I'm not going to break out the ruler, but anyway. So I covered it with fabric. Here's the back. And I used my favorite, very favorite trims, laces, appliques from my stash. My very favorite ones. I thought they were just gorgeous. And a simple flower here. And this is a Tim Holtz die I cut out and then just embossed it with frontage stuff. Okay. And this is very soft. I really like this. It's very aged and soft. So I did a lot of stitching in here. I have a bookmark in here. This is the one side. And the other side is this beautiful crocheted embellishment by Alice. Hi Alice. She's my Happy Craft Corner here on YouTube. She made a whole bunch of these for me. They're really pretty. She does great crochet work. So, okay. So we'll go inside. And I got carried away, as you can see, and on the inside, both inside covers, there's this beautiful lace pocket, and I made a couple booklets to go in these pockets. That was my plan. Well, one made it in the back. This little guy here made it, but the one that was supposed to go in the front really just couldn't fit. I mean, it was just way too fat as it was. So this is it, and I'm gonna, I guess maybe I'll show you this first then. Okay, so let me put this over here. And so this was the booklet that was supposed to go in the front cover. I was trying to emulate a lot of what everybody does and what Angie does, making little booklets. And so it's made from glassine bag, and I did a lot of stitching, as you can see. And this doily here and this beautiful flower doily, or I mean crocheted flower, are also by Alice. So thank you, Alice. So there you go. This paper was from the collection. And so we'll go inside. This is just some seam binding. It's just a little fun little booklet to do some extra journaling. Some cheesecloth there, and this was a digital printout I had. I don't remember where I got it, but anyway, yeah, put that there, and had this paper from my stash. And a lot of this stuff is coffee stained. Okay, and I used some washi tape too. And I used some things from Denise's shop. You're going to see throughout the stuff here. I love these oval doilies she has, and I coffee stained it. And this paper here is actually belonged to my mom. It was a paper pad she had that I found in her stuff. So I put a piece of it in, a page of it in here. And this bag here is from Denise's shop. I just made it into a pocket. And have some, you know, ephemera in here. Have this, and this photo, which I've always loved. I downloaded this from Pinterest a long time ago. I just thought it was so very interesting. So I like that, so I thought I'd include it. So I just printed it on cardstock. So then some tracing paper here. Cut out a little butterfly out of text. And this, I just layered some, you know, like a doily die cut and flowers from the collection, and this cool like wax paper from Daiso. Made a pocket, and I included one of these awesome Tim Holtz. I always get it wrong, you know, forgotten people, found people, lost people, something like that. Anyway. So the other side here, I just had this tag that I printed out, and I put some washi across and used some lace and some unfun fur stuff from Denise's shop, which is actually fun. I like it. And a little bit of pink fabric back there underneath that tag. And here's another item from Denise's shop. It's a little glassine bag that I coffee stained. Made a little pocket here with just this little piece of ephemera. And more tracing paper. Another lovely doily. I love these doilies from Denise's shop. The square ones are really cool. So I coffee stained the other side, and more washi. And another tracing paper, and I made this little embellishment here. Part of the bags, and some Tim Holtz film, and some stained cheesecloth, and this beautiful little tag I got from Crafty Savvy. Thank you. I love these little tags. It says handmade with love. So I put that there. Another little tab there. The other side of that bag. And I included some, these were my mom's also back in the day. Many of you will remember, some of you are too young to know, but when you'd go shopping, for how much money you spent, they would give you some stamps, blue chip stamps, and there was green ones too. But anyway, you would have these little books, and you'd go home and put the stamps in there, and when you had enough stamps, when the book was full, you could buy things out of a catalog with the full books. So I thought I'd give her some of those. And then here's another bag with the wax paper, and oh yeah, let me see. And the wax paper from Daiso, I found it in white one time when I went, so I just folded this, you know, like that, you know, just like, it's really neat with the text and all. I really like this stuff. It's cool looking. And this is an original photo of the, I have a photo books from people I don't know. I don't know these people, but, you know, I acquired them. They were given to me, and I think they're awesome. Old photos of somebody's family and members and such. And so I just distressed the edges. You can see I took it right out of the book there. So I thought I'd include that. So just clip that back or I'll forget. I can't do anything with these nails. Wow. What a bummer. Hang on. I'm gonna get this one way or another. There we go. Okay. So that goes back in there, in the pocket. And I found this cool picture on Pinterest, and it says The Last Rose. It's very beautiful. So I stitched around there and everything. And then I cut this off of, I think it was like some sheet music. It says A Rose. More of that wax paper and stuff. So that was all layered onto some tracing paper. And then here on the back side there's a little tiny tuck place for a photo, a little tiny photo. And the side of that beautiful bag. And what do I have in there? I forget. Okay. It's this cute little old envelope. I kind of forgot what I put in it, but so I put some lace on the clip, did some stamping on it, and oh yeah. So this is a couple little vintage photos that I printed on some what do you call it, muslin or something. Anyways, you can use that, just peel it off and use it in the project or whatever. And this is like an old vintage picture from, I think it's a catalog from back in the day, like Harper's Bazaar magazine or something like that. So I thought that was really cool. So put that in there. I hope you like all this little stuff, Angie. I know it came out really fat and stuff, but I had to give you this book separate, so it, you know, sort of like what happened with you with me, huh? So the journal has a companion. Okay, there's the other half of the stationery, the doily, that paper, and I just have some. Oh yeah, that's the rest of the music sheet from that little top part that said A Rose. Yeah, that's right. So some more lace there, and the back is a pocket I made out of one of those bags, and I made a little, I guess it's like a tag, or it's some ephemera that I did some kind of fancy stitching on in pink along the edges there, and put some lace for a little pull. So that's how it is. I love doing the stitching now, you guys. Oh God, that just makes it to me. So that slips in there. I just, you know, folded down the edges, added lace, and put a bow and washi tape. And this is like a washi tape kind of thing too, but it's like fabric. So anyway, that's the little booklet that was supposed to go inside the front cover. Okay, keep moving on here. Okay, so I don't know if I'll zoom in or not. I might just pull it up and show you stuff, but so we're inside now. It's kind of bulky, like I was saying. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Sorry. Okay, so I lined the inside with this. This is designer pad paper. I forget which one, but you know, I've seen it around. You guys probably recognize it. Anyway, so in the pocket with this pretty lace. I love this. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I made this little tag here. And I believe that this was from the Memoirs collection, actually. I'm pretty sure, but I stamped that, did stitching around the edge, and made the heart and put some lace and a little tiny doily and a little pin that I tried to make it look antique. So, and then I stamped that on the back. So that's this little insert there. And then I made this booklet, which actually, my last video, when I showed you what I got from Angie, she included these really cool envelopes, but they didn't make it in the video because I was so lame that I didn't discover them till after I already made the video. So I altered one of them to make this. Oh, oops. God dang. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out again because that's always the wrong way first, always. So I love this picture. I found this on Pinterest a long time ago, and I just really love it. That dog, that kid, I mean, oh my God, so cute. So, used this from Graphic 45 collection on the front, and then I did some washi here and stamped some lines. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, I did some sprays in like a very light green, like spray, iridescent sort of like. And the back I stamped Time to Flourish, and then inside is a pocket, and I'll show you what's in there. Is this vintage postcard that I was gifted. I've had it in my stash now for a little while, and I've added some lace. That's the picture, and it says, "This will keep Jack a-going," and she's pouring some castor oil in a glass. And here's the back side. It says, "From your loving sister Bertha," and to Harry Daly from Pennsylvania, and the date is 1909. So I wanted to give her some one-of-a-kind cool vintage things like she's given me. So I hope you like that, Angie. Okay, get in there. Alright, so that just goes in there and folds back. So there we go. So that's inside the inside cover. So the first page here is Rose again, and I'm trying to zoom out more again. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to say it. Okay, here's the first page, and I had these little embellishment thingies, and so I thought I'd put Angie's initials there. And I did, like, in certain spots, I used some Wink of Stella and stuff, like, I don't know if you can tell, but on the roses there, and ones in her hair. So throughout, I used a little bit of that here and there. I distressed all the edges with the Tim Holtz distressing tool, and also inked all the edges with the distress inks. Okay, and the main pages, like all the ones that are letters to Rose, are printed on a cardstock, and then the ones that I printed on paper are the ones that are from the Memoirs collection. So there's lots of places to journal if you can do it in this fat thing. But anyway, there's some line paper here. I did some stamping on the edge there, and some of these I just couldn't cover because it's so pretty. So we'll just go through. I did, oh yeah, I did the corners. I don't know if you can see. Did the corners too. And so here we have a pocket. I think that's actually from the Memoirs collection. And then I have various tags that I've just had in my stash. I don't even remember where I got them. Probably Tsunami Rose, or who knows. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. But anyway, thank you, whoever made them. And I did a lot of stitching. You see, and these fibers here are from Denise's shop. So soft. Oh wait, I think it is, but it came from Angie, so probably was. I don't know. And here's another little tag here. and have some lace and some more Denise's little fun little furry things. And this one opens, and I did some stamping inside. So let's get back in there. I have a lot of tags and stuff in here. And a beautiful page. I just love that one. More places to write. And here I borrowed an idea from Pink Odd Bird. She made this little pocket, and I am using that idea. Thank you, sweetie. I love it. So I like put a little doily and a pin, and some lace and a button, and I have one of these cards from Denise's shop, and it's like a French flashcard thing. Put some little laces and things on it. So that goes in there. I have these from Tim Holtz. So that goes in there. And then I left the back open too, and I printed this on some fabric, which is one of the stamps from that wonderful stamp set. The button boutique one. So anyway, put that. She can use this. She can peel off the back. It's sticky on the back, and use it in a project or something. So, and I stamped "Hello Friend" there. Okay, moving along. Made a corner pocket here. This one is not a flip, but I trimmed it in lace, and I did some stamping up there. So I made this tag and I stitched it. I think these are so pretty. Love those tags. I printed it on like a what do they call it? Like a parchment kind of cardstock. And journaling card here. And this is another vintage postcard with every good wish, it says. Beautiful little scene on it. And it's from 1911. So it's the original one. Really cute. Really pretty. And here I used some old vellum I had, and I stained it. And I used bird cutout from the collection, some fun fur stuff, some lace. Stamped the edge with my Martha Stewart punch. Punched the edge. Anyway, so okay, now we're into there's 3 signatures, and in the middle of each signature are the paper pages that are from Nectaria's memoirs collection, and I think they match perfectly. So, and I edged them with fabric and lacer trims, okay, where the cardstock ones are distressed, the paper ones have lace on the edge. So here's a place that she can put a photo, and I made this embellishment. You're going to see lots of these in here. It's layered butterfly with all kinds of pattern paper and different things, and just to make a really nice layered butterfly. So, and lace on the edge there. And on this side I have one of these envelopes from Tsunami Rose, and there's another one of those pictures. I thought I'd give her a couple different sizes, and maybe she could keep one and then put one in a project or something. And it comes with this lined paper for journaling. So that goes in there. So here's the next page. Some trim there. And here's the center of the signature, and I used a doily. I decoupaged a napkin on there, and added some, I don't know if you can see it, but shimmer spray on it. And the strings here, I just made little flowers at the ends of them. So it's like a double tuck spot. So I have some ephemera here to journal on. So that's that. Did some stamping on the corners. Okay. Next page, I did another one of those butterfly embellishments, and used my die cut that's a dress form, and I had these heart doilies, so layered that up, and then I made this page. I stitched it, and it has a bunch of pockets in it, the way I folded it and everything. So I just loved this, and I think it's really beautiful. So I included that into this little tuck. Then there's two more tucks here. So the first one is this song. And that goes in the first pocket there. And then the second pocket has this tag I made. I stitched it along the edges and added lace and a little heart and some cheesecloth and on, and you know, seam binding and all that stuff. Stamped it on the back. Okay. Oh yeah, so this page here, I got a glassine bag, and I put, sorry, got some dried flowers from my garden, some rose petals, and what were these ones? I can't remember the purple ones, but anyway, and I added some really nice smelling, what's it called? Lavender in the bag too, and made this butterfly embellishment and some lace there and stuff and trims and everything, and stamped always and forever. So that's, see, I layered all that. You can fluff it up. And then another vellum page here. And this page I attached this envelope that was from the collection. It flips out like that. And I have this insert in there. I stitched around it. And it opens up and you can do journaling in there. So that just flips over like that. And this is back to the cardstock too. There's the other side of the envelope. So that makes a great tuck spot there. And I have an insert for journaling. And I did some stamping on the inside. Stitched it all around, so that's that. Another place to journal, some stamping. And I think you can see the sparkles on these flowers maybe. And I did, and made this pocket over here. Layered some laces and text and fun fur and stuff in this, one of those things. Got a couple tags in here. There's this one. I thought this was really neat. Put some seam binding. I love that tag. So pretty. I'm not sure if that's Tsunami Rose or where that tag was from actually. Or if it was from the kit. And I have a bunch of these ones with the mason jars. Are so cute. And I stamped vintage style on there. So next page. It's just too pretty to put anything over that. Journaling. And so this page I have a doily. And it's like a little flip over. You could tuck something in there. Some cut out flowers from the collection. So that's the first signature. Here's the second signature. I stamped from the heart and layered this little embellishment here. A pin and a Swarovski crystal and some applique and lace, and then I also made this paper clip to hold on this other envelope right here. So it's just a bunch of stuff layered, you know, flower, made a little banner thing and lace and everything. So that holds on this envelope from the kit, I think. Yes, it is. Very beautiful. And inside, I don't remember what I put inside. Oh yeah. Okay. So inside is, from the kit also, is a letter. One of the letters to Rose. So there's that. So pretty. Looks so cool. Love that. So that just goes back on the edge here with the paper clip. There we go. So here's the next pages. More sparkles. Here I made a little pocket, and I made this tag, and this is like kind of 3D in a way, 2D or something. I did it like partly with my punch, didn't punch it all the way out. Some lines on the back and some trims. Everything. So that's that one. There's more lines on this page. I don't know if you can see them, but you can journal on that page too. And here I made, layered up a bunch of things, trying to learn something from Angie here. I layered up, you know, like pattern paper and card and inventory tag. I got this from Crafty Savvy, this pocket made out of the sheet music, and I layered some flowers and made a bow and stuff. And inside the pocket there is this tag. And yeah. And the back is one of these inventory tags from Denise's shop, and I just put some sari ribbon, and I don't know if you can see it, like a little key and a little like rhinestone on a safety pin, and that's like the back of the tag. So that's that. More journaling areas, more vellum. And now we're to the paper part from the memoirs collection again. So I love that page. I think it's such a beautiful collection. She's got so many now. Anyway, so I put this here like a little tuck spot, and this is just some paper, and you know, made this little butterfly and layered some things here. And it's some sheet music. It's a Rose from You. And I don't know if you can see it, but I sprayed some gold shimmer spray on it, so she could journal on the back side. And here's another item from Nectaria's memoirs collection here. It's really cute. It's like a little pocket. It's a little tiny, if I can get it out, like a little journaling card ephemera thing. And come on. Okay, what's that? I don't know what it's catching on. Okay, there we go. And then it opens like this, and you can do journaling. Here's like ledger paper, and there's another pocket. So, and another little how it happened little journal card. So that goes in the pocket. Does this open? Oh yeah, and it opens. And also added this, and left it open behind, so it's another little tuck spot. And here's another little journaling card. So there's that. And here we go, more spots for pictures or journaling. Here I just glued all this down. It's not really a tuck thing, really. It's just, I got these. I love these. They're so pretty. I've been hoarding these from my friend Claudia, or Claudine, and I love them. They're so pretty. And here I used a bag, one of these bags, and one of the doilies, both from Denise's shop. Crafty Savvy gifted me these that she made, these flowers, so I put one here, and some cheesecloth and all. And another clipping from that Harper's Bazaar I included there. that tucks right in there. And then in this end of the bag, I have just some you know, paper to journal on, coffee stained from one of the paper stacks. I forget which one, but it looks really cool and did the edges and all that. And another vintage postcard. It's this one, and it's from 1907. Yeah. So I put that there. This little pocket of the bag. And this is the center of the signature, so I made little flowers around the tails of the thread again. And excuse me. And I included a couple really, like, kind of funny, weird original old photos from my vintage photo album I have of these girls. And it looks like they're juggling here maybe, and tennis here, I guess. Stitched around the edges and layered some things here and a ticket. I stamped Vintage Finds on, and put some wax paper behind this one, and I don't know what I did here. I think that's just tracing paper. So I thought those were kind of interesting and different. Little tiny paper clip there, and then inside of this one I have one of these things from the library, a book card thing. What do you call it? I forget. You know what I mean. Did some stamping, coffee stained it, added some coffee stained seam binding, and some I printed this, and just pages for journaling. Distress the edges and everything on there. So there's the other side of the napkin, I mean the doily. I stamped a remember there. Another blank page for photos, notes, anything. And here on this page is a Rita Donnelly corner flip pocket, and I stamped some lines and stuff on it and stitched it and layered some doilies and things here. And in the pocket I have this picture, this beautiful picture of this little girl and her dog, which is like, I think it's a collie. My dog is a border collie, and Angie's beloved dog is sort of, I think it's an Australian Shepherd, but they're sort of similar, you know. And so anyway, I thought she'd like that little picture there, and it's like, looks like an old cabinet card. I put some lace around it. It was a digi download I got somewhere, can't remember now, but it's like a cabinet card, and you just like cut it out and fold it and glue it, and you know, put your own photo in the middle. So I really like those. And here's a tag I made. Added some trims here, stitching around the edge, seam binding there, and I made a pocket on the back with guest check, like a little flip, more journaling spots, and some more journaling cards here. And more blank space here. Pretty page here, and I added sparkles to it. And here is, I think this is a Tsunami Rose envelope, maybe. But let's see. I made this little, decorated this little paper clip, and it's holding on this vellum page, this envelope. Really cute. And inside is another letter from Rose. Letters to Rose or from Rose? I'm forgetting now. but it came with the kit. Really cool. This is a very, very beautiful kit. So that just clips back over the top. Like that. So here's some more journaling spots. And here I made a doily tuck spot. Layered some napkin, decoupaged it on the doily, and some lace and fibers and all that. And tucked in there is another vintage postcard. So see how vintage is like gonna break off right there. Uh-oh. I'll have to tape it. Anyway, I liked it and matched. It says happy birthday. And it's old also, and it says 1907, I think. Yeah. So there's that one. And here I just did some more layering, same thing, doily and all that, and made a tag. Stitched around the edges with some zigzag and seam binding and stuff, and there you go. And here is a little, like a little, I don't know what you call these really, but you know, you unfold it and then there's journaling spots inside. 3. You fit right back in this little petal envelope or whatever it is. Like that. And here I just made a little tuck thing, you know, with a banner and a little tiny doily and ticket from the collection and another layered butterfly, and stitched around this journaling card. I stamped that on the back. Okay, so that's the second signature. So this is the last signature. Made a little tuck up there with doily and applique and cut out a heart and all that stuff. And just a little journaling card here. And I stitched around. Just tucks in there. Same thing here. Doily, cheesecloth bird, fibers, and another pretty picture here I stitched around, and you can journal on the back. Stamp that. So I'm trying to do more layering. I really like the layering. And I stamped that lady in the corner there. And here's another pocket page. And inside I have some ephemera. And a tag. I did a little stitching down the side there. And fibers and seam binding, and that's that. And another one of these cute mason jar tags. And over here is just I put this flower on here, layered it on, and just has this little ticket that tucks right in there. And I made a pocket here, did some layering, flower button and vintage doily there. Did some stitching around it. And in the envelope, in the pocket is this tag with some sari ribbon, or no, I'm not sure. I think it's actually just seam binding that I sprayed. Put some lines, and then there's this one here. This page, I just left this open for a photo if she wanted to slip a photo in there, and I put some lace and layered some different papers, text paper and sewing pattern paper and stuff like that, and cheesecloth and pearls, and added that vintage button there, and so she can put a photo in underneath there. Here I put some cheesecloth in this ephemera piece and left it open so you could, so I could tuck some things in there. So I have a couple of these journaling tags here. And I made this little tiny like file folder. I love these little folders. Got these from Denise. I layered some wax paper and some cutouts and some material and text and everything and put this little thing in there. It says special bond. Oops. Hang on. So when you open it, inside, I coffee stained it and everything, and inside is a little tiny glassine bag from Denise's shop. You can see there, I stained it. And I added some lace and this cute doggy ephemera here. And inside, I put this little tag on the end. And if you pull that out, there's one of these garment tags. I think that's what they're called, from Denise's shop that I stitched. So that was definitely an Angie inspired little thingy. So that goes back into the file folder. And there's the back. Handmade is best, I stamped on there. So that goes back here. And then I have a vellum pocket. I just folded over the edge of one of them, like the previous pages, and put some ephemera in here. There's this piece. And this one that I coffee stained and put a paper doily over it to make that cool print. Yeah. And I have this postcard stamp I stamped on this side. So I like that a lot. Okay, this side, made another embellishment tuck there. Layered a bunch of these. The pin with a rhinestone and some little tabs I punched out, some material, a ticket, and these things here, little banner things. And it's holding this card to journal on. Boy, this is a long video, isn't it? Wow, I'm getting parched. I have to have a sip. Everybody take a sip. Oh my goodness. Okay. So on this page here, I used one of Crafty Irene. Hi Irene. Her ideas for a pocket. It has like 2 pockets in the pocket. So I put some appliques, and then I added some things in the pockets. So I have this little Tim Holtz card here, and these little, it's like graph paper like little tags. Put some stuff on there like that. So it has the one pocket here and the other pocket here, and then one in the back. So in the back I have one of these French tags, and then put some applique on it. So that goes in the back. I love these little pockets. They're so cute. Made it out of text and stitched it. So there's like 3 little pockets in there. So there we go. And a paper doily there, heart one. This page here, it's not a flip up corner, but I layered some things here. And in the pocket is another one of these digital downloads of a cabinet card, and I put some vintage lace around the cute picture of these little girls with a big doggy. And that's the back side. I thought that was really cute. So there's that, and then I made this tag, and I added some really nice, I think it's crocheted kind of vintage trim there. Some pom-poms, another one of my layered butterflies, some seam binding, and I did some stamping on the back. Okay, so then I made this little, stitched this little pocket page here. Added some trim, and there's this music paper in there, and that tucks right in here. And I don't know if you can see that trim has like gold thread weaves through it. Got from Candace Scarborough a little while back. Thanks, Candace. I love that stuff. So this page opens like this, and there's a pocket on the other side, and then a doily in the middle. And I have Martha Stewart punched the edges, and it's the center of the signature. So again, there's the little flowers on the edge of the threads. This is from the collection. It's a pretty postcard. And that just goes in there. And on this side, I have another vintage postcard. It says, listening to the birds above as they marble of God's love. Not marvel, but marble. I thought that was interesting. So, and it's from 1910. So I thought I'd give her that. And then on the other side with this little tuck spot here is this little, I stitched this paper. It's a decoupage napkin with this little lace tied around it. Is it attached? I think it's attached to the back. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it is. So what I did was I just decoupaged it onto the back of a text page, and then I used some what do you call that stuff? What is that? Gesso on, and stitched it around the edge so she could maybe write over that or something. And that's the napkin and everything. So I'll just fold it back up. I don't know if I got the right one in front or not. It doesn't matter, I guess. Tie it back up. Hope I can. Wow. My. These nails are a hindrance. Okay, there we go. Sort of. Alright. Thanks for being so patient with me. Okay, continuing on. Here's a tuck spot that I tucked this ephemera in, which was from a totally different kit. I forget what it's called, but I've had it for ages. Nice paper though. And I made this tuck thing here, layered a bunch of text paper, ticket, lace, a pin. These photos here of these little girls, some lace, and like that. Stamped a crown there, trying to be all layering and everything, and I like the way that turned out. So let's just go back in there. Here's another one of those like petal envelopes with a paper clip, and I just put sorry ribbon and a little key. And so this is really cute, I thought. Really cute. And it just opens up, and there's this heart. The journal on that. So just clip that onto this vellum here. The right way. Okay, there we go. Which the other side is a pocket also. And in this pocket here, you can see I just folded it over. This is from the kit, and it's a little pocket of its own, and has a little journaling spot inside, which is two-sided, and I believe it opens, yeah, I put some lines inside too. So, like that, back there, and pocket here. We're almost to the end here, and I have a little envelope and a couple tags. So this is the little envelope, and I had this stamp when they were 25 cents, so had a rose on it, so I used it, and all these fibers and some ribbon and a little button. And actually this comes from another kit of Nectaria's. Oh, what's it called? Coffee and Lace or something like that. It's really a cute kit. I haven't used it very much, but you can see the lace there, and it's naturally coffee stained. See the lace? It's really pretty. So anyway, I used this little envelope from it, in that collection, and inside I have another little romantic photo that I downloaded from Pinterest and printed on some material. So she just has to peel the backing off and she can use that in a project. And the little matching journaling paper that came with the envelope. Where is the envelope now? Okay. So yeah, that's what's in there. And then a couple tags. Here's another one I stitched and put some vintage avocado dyed stuff on it. You can see all the stitching there. And I did this tag with a little, try to be fancy stitching on the edge. Just did some stamping on the back. So there you go. Here's another pocket, and another one of my layered butterflies. And I love that tag, so pretty. Some seam binding and stitching. And this tag, I tried to do some fancy stitching on the edge there. And some ribbon at the top. So there's that one. And a little tuck spot up there that you could journal on, and it's holding this postcard here. Stitching. Another journaling page. Stamping. And this is another clip I did. Just put some sari ribbon on it. And this is a Tsunami Rose Digi download envelope with an insert to write on inside like the other one had. Where did I have this? I don't remember. Oh, like this. Okay. Getting to the end now. So here's the back of the last page right there. And I put my little Handmade by Rhonda Lee there. And in this pocket is the last little book. And Angie, you can take this out and then it will make the whole thing a little bit, you know, more compact, not quite as fat if you remove this one also. But I love that picture again, so I did that, and I put a little bit of Wink of Stella on his little diaper thing there. You can see that. I just love that photo. Used some avocado stain laces I had, one of those cabinet card downloads, and then a glassine bag is what the base of it is. And here I put a doily and those little flower, what do you call those, rosette things? I forget. Some sheer material, just some layering. So inside, I used washi tape. There's another little glassine bag, some text hearts, and a little tag here. I think there's something else in there too. One of those cards. Yeah. It says Glory and Brave. It goes in there. And then this is one of the guest checks. Everything's coffee stained and baked in the oven. So it's just a little booklet, you know. It's a text page here, and this is an actual old deposit slip that belonged to my mom when I got out of her stuff. So I have a bunch of those. I like to copy stain them and use them. More text. Here I used a glassine bag, and I made some pockets. I put some vintage lace, and it's the center of the booklet. So some washi tape here, and inside I included this picture. I thought it was very cute. Put some trims on it, and it's like a lady or girl sick, laying in bed, 3 dogs around her watching over her. So, and I added angels without wings to that one. And in this pocket I've added some washi, and I have this insert. Same kind of thing, same kind of picture, and I stitched it, and it's a whole bunch of doggies with the girls, with 2 girls, and I put circle of friends. And on the back I put a ticket and some lace, so it makes that little pull tab. And that's in the bag. There's some more lace on the back, more text. Oh, these are from Tsunami Rose. I love these. They're kind of new. A lot of you might have already seen them, but it's another little file folder, little tiny file folder. Really cute. I love them. So I distressed it, and then I added these little tags that I punched out, and added this little, whatever you call it, tassel. And that just gets clipped on here to another one of those deposit slips. More text. The other part of the desk check. And then this is the pocket in the bag that I used for the cover, and I put some more of those blue chip stamps that were my mom's. More of these people from Tim Holtz. And in the pocket I added a blank one of these so she could put her own photo and cut out the center and insert her own photo. So there you go. That's that little booklet. I love it. I thought it came out super cute. So that goes in the back pocket, and then of course it's a clasp envelope, so that opens also, and I'm going to put a letter in here, and that is it. That's that big fatty chunky journal that took me forever to make. I mean it. I'm sorry, Angie, it took me so long, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, I think. And yeah, she can move the bookmark around wherever she wants to put it in there. It's attached at the top with an eyelet and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you like it, and most of all, I hope you like it too, Angie. I wanted to make you something really special, and I hope you like it. So anyhow, everybody, thank you for watching, and I know this was a long video. Yeah. So anyway, thanks a lot. I'm just gonna say goodbye then, and thanks for watching, and thanks, Angie. Love you. Bye.